With stability, amazing culture, and a whole lot of unity, Egypt enjoyed 3,000 years of control and became one of the most iconic civilizations in the world. Welcome to 5 Minutes History, folks, and don't forget to buckle up, because we're taking a trip down the Nile River, the lifeblood of ancient Egypt. The Nile is no ordinary river. It's the longest in the world, stretching a whopping 6,650 kilometers or 4,140 miles from its source in the heart of Africa all the way to the Mediterranean Sea. Running through modern-day Sudan and Egypt, the Nile is bordered by countries like Libya, Chad, and Ethiopia to the west, and Israel, Jordan, and Saudi Arabia to the east. This mighty river wasn't just a geographical feature, it was a lifeline for the ancient Egyptians. Unlike most rivers that overflow in spring, the Nile surprised them with annual summer floods. These floods deposited rich, fertile silt on the land, perfect for growing crops. Think of it as a giant, sky-delivered irrigation system that made farming possible in the harsh desert environment. Okay, let's explore ancient Egypt's two distinct regions. Up north, where the Nile fanned out like a giant bird's foot, was Lower Egypt, because the river flowed downstream. South of the First Cataract, you'd find Upper Egypt, where the river flowed upstream. For thousands of years, these regions thrived independently, each with its own culture and rulers. Though there are many theories on who actually united Egypt into a single kingdom. Around 3100 BC, a king called Narmer, a powerful ruler from Upper Egypt, through warfare and diplomacy may have been the one who achieved the unthinkable. This marked the beginning of a new era, the early dynastic period, and the rise of the pharaohs. Now, pharaohs weren't just your average kings. Egyptians believed they were divinely chosen by the gods, wielding immense power and considered living representatives of gods like Horus on earth. They were responsible for maintaining cosmic order and keeping the Nile flowing, which I would say is a pretty big job description. Now, let's talk about those awe-inspiring pyramids. These giant structures that dominate the Egyptian landscape were more than just tombs for pharaohs. They were meticulously planned and built as monumental gateways to the afterlife. Egyptians believed in a journey to the stars after death, and pyramids served as a grand entrance for the pharaoh's soul on its celestial voyage. The earliest Egyptian tombs for pharaohs weren't the smooth-sided pyramids we know today. They were actually called mastabas, flat-roofed, rectangular structures made of mud bricks. One of the earliest examples is the tomb of King Djoser, 3rd dynasty, at Saqqara. Djoser's architect, Imhotep, sometimes called the world's first named architect, decided to stack layers of these mastabas on top of each other, getting smaller as they went up. This created a tiered pyramid, known as the Step Pyramid. The next big leap happened during the reign of Pharaoh Sneferu. He experimented with different pyramid shapes at his necropolis in Midam. First, he built a pyramid with straight sides that started at a steep angle and then lessened near the top, giving it a bent appearance, today called the Bent Pyramid. Undeterred, Sneferu kept trying. His next attempt resulted in the Red Pyramid, a much more successful attempt at a smooth-sided pyramid with a constant angle all the way up. This design paved the way for the magnificent pyramids at Giza, built by Sneferu's successors Khufu, Khafre, and Menkaure. These pyramids became the iconic symbol of ancient Egypt and continue to inspire awe today. Ancient Egypt wasn't just about pharaohs and pyramids, although those are pretty cool. Egyptians were also brilliant innovators. They developed a complex writing system called hieroglyphics, carving stories and messages onto temple walls and even grocery lists. They mastered the art of mummification, a process to preserve bodies for the afterlife. They even invented papyrus, an early form of paper made from reeds growing along the Nile. Our Nile adventure is just getting started. The story of ancient Egypt unfolds over thousands of years, with distinct periods called the Old Kingdom, Middle Kingdom, and New Kingdom. Each period had its own triumphs and challenges, incredible achievements, and fascinating rulers. We'll delve into those details in future episodes. If you want to learn more about world history, stay tuned and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.